Yosh.ちょっと待って。Bueno, before the ads pop up. Yes, yes. Hello. Buenos dias. It is your boys. Okami Sausage till EXP626 here on another beautiful Sunday morning. Uh, I have a small headache. And no, that's not because I've been drinking, because I haven't. I assume it's I assume it's because I passed out like around 3:30ish a.m. yesterday. You know, that's what the Zone Zero stream was about, midnight stream. And I decided my body and its my bodily functions decided to wake up at 6 a.m., which is the time I usually get up. So, yeah, go figure. But you already know none of that matters because it's time. It's time for a little fun, and we're here. We're here to learn. Thankfully, it looks like it's not super negatory news, which is something that makes me smile. But at the same time, you already know that this universe that we live in is a very fun, unpredictable place to be. So, as always, keep your wits about you. Pay attention. You know, knowing is half the battle. And listen to all, follow none. Sort of Assassin's Creed. Nothing is true. Everything's permitted. So, let's permit some fun, shall we? Ja, 行きましょう. I'm yours, there's no need. Okay, for Rosie. Do my best. You go. Over here. Get your ass over here. Thank you. Oh my god. It is you. You stupid sack of shit. This is the shitty version of the song. Fucking Christ. It came back to bite me in the ass. Alright. Thanks for being a waste of time. Alright. Good last show. I got another confession to make. I'm your fool. Everyone's got a chance to break. Oh, than you. Were you born to resist or be abused? Is someone getting the best of you? Is someone getting the best of you? Are you going on to someone new? I needed someone to hang my head without your news. You gave me something that I didn't have. I had no use. I was too weak to give in, too strong to lose. My heart is under arrest again, but I break loose. Head is giving me life or death, but I can't choose. There's nothing I've given, and I refuse. Is someone getting the best, the best, the best, the best of you? Is someone getting the best, the best, the best, the best of you? Is someone taking your faith? It's real. The pain you feel, the trust you must confess. Is someone getting the best, the best, the best, the best of you? Oh. Oh, how, oh, oh, is someone taking your faith? It's real, the pain you feel, the love, the life, the die for you, the hope, the broken heart you trust, you must confess. It's someone getting the best, the best, the best, the best of you. It's someone getting the best, the best, the best, the best of you. I got another confession, my friend. I'm no fool. It's getting tired of starting again somewhere new. Were you born to resist or being abused? I swear I'll never give in, but I refuse. Someone getting the best, the best, the best, the best of you. Someone getting the best, the best, the best, the best of you. And someone taking your faith, it's real. The pain you feel, the trust you must confess. It's someone getting the best, the best, the best, best of you. Oh, yeah. Would step on a cable. Very nice. Huh. Got him. Fuck you, bitch. Got you. Bueno. Well, that YouTube ad passes us by. Wow. Did you guys see that middle, that mid fix on the volume levels? Because I didn't. All right. This is a fun one because I believe all the chords are wrong because these people suck. But I'm going to try it anyway. That's the type of guy that I am. Yosh. Vámonos. Hopefully we're still. Don't you notice how I get quiet when there's no one else around? You and me in awkward silence. Don't you dare look at me that way. I don't need reminders. How about you don't feel the same? Oh, the burning pain. Listening to hop about some new someday. He's so perfect, blah, blah, blah. I just wish you wake up one day. Run to me, confess your love. At least just let me say that when I talk to you and Cupid walks right through, shoots an arrow through my heart. Don't I sound alone, but don't you feel it to confess I loved you from the start? just a guy to go. Lying on my bed, staring into the blue. Unrequited, terrifying love is driving me a bit insane. I have to get this off my chest. I'm telling you today that when I got to you and Cupid once I threw and shoots an arrow through my heart. And I sound like a loon, but don't you feel it to confess I loved you from the start. Confess I loved you. Just thinking of you, I know I loved you from the start. Mijo. That's one good kid. Whew. All right. This is the fun part. Because if you know that I know that we know that you know. Number one, I believe these are the chords that are really messed up. So I'll look into that. Number two, nobody has made a karaoke version of this. So I guess it's my turn. I'm getting cramps. That's bad news. Not like this. Fuck you, Hulu. Cancel Hulu Plus. Okay, I'm gonna run it and see if it works out. This one's wrong. This one's wrong. Okay, so I did it. I did flats. No, I did sharp. That's dumb. Yeah. Okay, it's all flat. Every note is wrong, but I can work with that. The stars align when lips meet mine. What else could I possibly do? The tree keeps giving to me. I can give some to you if you want me to. If mistaken, then ever so gently make it with taking it now consequently. This crying feeling of my home falling when I thought it was better off alone. Ready yet, on the sound of the rain until your silhouette. The way I thought I had before, and I saw only needed for cover. Now I need you more. I can't keep fighting all the urges. You know I'm down, so please don't ever leave me clear, 'cause I'm drowned. Pushing me around with no lungs, pounding, pushing me to higher ground. That's dark, off the cuff, little rough. That's how you like it, so it's good enough, good enough. Gotta control myself and let you be. Suddenly, desire washes over you and me. Tsunami. It feels. It feels divine when your hand grip mine and the temperature rises a few degrees. And I can't fall asleep and I try to escape, but I fall on my knees. Your silhouette, and it's washing on the way that I had before. Then I just swore I only need you for the cover. Now I need you more. I just can't keep fighting all the edges. You know I'm down. Please don't leave me, 'cause I'm drowning. Fighting down to long sounding, pushing me to higher ground. But it's gone out, it's off the cuff, a little rough. That's how you like it, so it's good enough, good enough. Gotta control myself and let you be. And suddenly desire washes over you and me. Tsunami. I'm in too deep, I think the lead. I'm looking down where to go is a rush of blood. It's the blood, the sugar coating. That's what I'm about to say. It's off the cuff, a little rough. That's how you like it, so it's good enough. Good enough. Gotta control myself and let you be. Suddenly, desire washes over you and me. Tsunami. That's our solo. Yay! Yeah, man. That's it. We keep on going. I I it's interesting to see bands still kind of be a thing because we've seen the solo artists take, front and center and try to sell out all those tickets. But obviously a song from a band or an indie band, whatever have you, is gonna take more time to get geared up than say a song that gets dropped by Bruno Mars. So it is my pleasure to swing back around and present these songs that I don't even think are ready to go, but they're here, and so am I. Yeah, Moikai. Suddenly. Ah, 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 got it. Why did it break his heart? I didn't mean to harm. Warm up in the sun. Do you even have your fun? Then he brings you into your life and he leaves you right behind. Oh, you count me up and bring him down. I don't understand why you wanna hold my hand if he loves you so. For all I know, it seems so complicated. I'm over being rated, and I finally can't control my whole life. I don't care what you say anyway. I just really wanna see. Oh, dance and dance with your hands on my face. Your fingertips are cold, but so is mine. Oh. Gonna be. Wanna be able to see between you and me, and I cannot find. And honestly, it's meant to be. I don't wanna be it at all. And that's it. Well, at least for now. We did that. So hey, it's always a pleasure. Always fun. My fingers hurt from playing guitar yesterday as well, but that's that to me that's commitment. That's duty, that's pride, and I take that very, very seriously. So in case you didn't know, your boy is gonna be stepping out for a cool minute, and I'm gonna leave you in the capable hands of my virtual assistant, and we're gonna learn a thing or two about the universe and the world that we live in. So, with all that being said, catch you all in a few. Have fun. Take care. Let's get knowledgeable. Chotomate. Yeah. Lo-fi. You're noise. Yoshan. Oh, bueno, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. It is the time of the day to learn a little bit about a little thing, right? Wise man once said, knowing is half the battle. We took that very seriously. And now we're here. Where the hell is that mouse? So let's get started with some fun stuff. New Digimon anime project here in 2027. This I need to tell you over at the Anime News Network. Staff for Digimon franchise anime announced on Saturday that there's a new anime project is launching for broadcast this year. Also, as part of the 30th anniversary celebration, Fuji TV will begin airing the favorite episodes for the first 4 Digimon anime as voted by fans from around the world. On October 4th, 9 a.m., Digimon Beat Break, the new television anime for Digimon franchise, began its Kyo arc with the anime's 30th episode on July 12th. The anime premiered on Fuji TV and other channels on October 15th. Crunchyroll streaming the anime as it airs, and it also streamed on English dub. The first digital monster pet toys went on sale for $19.97, and the first Digimon Adventure television anime premiered in 1999. Sequel then premiered from 2000, 2001, and then 50 episode Digimon Frontier in Japan, April 2022 to March 2023. Ghost Game anime premiered in October 2021, and ended with a 68th episode in March 2023. Bueno. Wait, so I'm confused. Is this a new project? Yeah, right? So I thought that they said that it ended with like a lot of episodes. New television anime premiere for anime's 30th episode. Break, the new television anime for the Digimon franchise, began its Kyo arc with the anime's 30th episode on July 12th. Yeah, I don't really understand how this is a new series when. Okay. Maybe they're just working on something else. TLDR, Digimon's been going through a lot of changes, right? Because I've seen the video games that they put out, and especially with the Cyber Sleuth or whatever it's called, you could tell that they're starting to switch things up, which is genuinely interesting, right? We come from a time where once Pokemon dropped, everyone kind of was like, oh, we could totally do that. And Digimon was definitely one of those series that I actually remember very fondly. For some reason, I don't remember why we were near the Digimon series, but we were there. And we saw that pop in, and I don't think it really left like the hugest impact per se, like in terms of like brand stay, but the original Digimon series and tie in the group do hold a very interesting place in our history, or at least my history, because that is where we started kind of like picking up those slice of life shows, but then isekai'd into the Japanese Digimon world. So TLDR, Digimon felt the most Japanese thing that we were watching without knowing what it was first. More Japanese than Dragon Ball Z, whether you can believe it or not. But seeing as how Digimon, let's not say has been trying to catch up, but at the same time, yeah, obviously when you're comparing to something that as a behemoth like Pokemon, Digimon trying to catch up has been implementing new styles, new kind of like what's the word? Not market, but what is the word? New shoot. Kind of like new types of people to service, quote unquote. It feels more and more than ever. It feels less like the children's TV anime that I grew up watching, and more of, I don't know, middle age lunar bait. I don't know. just check out the latest game, and it definitely has some setups there. So whether, I'm not saying that's a bad thing, I'm not saying that's a terrible thing, I'm not saying that's a good thing either. but it's there, and it shows that Digimon is trying to find a way to get into the mainstream, quote unquote, more mainstream than it already is. So the question being, are we gonna get Gooner Digimon? I don't want to call it that, but that's the best way I can describe it. You know what I'm talking about. Digimon has been changing, trying to keep up with the times, whatever the fuck that means. And if we get like a quote unquote seinen, like a older young adult anime of Digimon, then hey, maybe they can actually bring it around, right? We have Pokemon. Pokemon's for the kids. And we're about to get another story. But Digimon can swing in and have like that. I don't know. I do think that it can have that leeway to be like, oh yeah, we remember Tai, and they're clearly like adults now. So how about we also grow up with the times, and that could be Digimon. So hey, we'll just have to keep an eye on this. I didn't really think it was gonna be too crazy or too descriptive. Just the idea that Digimon is ready to go at it with a new project, and I'm curious to see what kind of angle they go with it. It could really go any amount of ways, but hey, keep an eye on that for all of you Digi monster folks out there, Digitamer fans out there. But hey, in case you didn't know, digital monsters are just where it's getting started. Because Pal World TCG prices skyrocket as eBay scalpers profit off game card launch. Son of potato nuggets, we're already there. This is my Michael Crepe over at IGN. The Pal World TCG has officially launched. Fuck you too. And so has a wave of scalpers looking to make a quick buck on developer Pocket Pair's new collectible cards. As promised back in January, Jesus fucking Christ. The developer has partnered with Bushy Road to deliver an official Pal World trading card game and release its first wave of cards, Dawn of Palagos, July 30th, 2026. It was announced that predictably triggered further comparisons to Pokemon, and also, like the original Pocket Monster property, Pocket Bear's latest creation has some of the people selling cards for hundreds or even thousands of dollars. As spotted by Games Writer, eBay has filled with both successful and ongoing listings for everything from booster boxes, cases to, of course, individual and extremely rare cards. For reference, retailer Luminous was selling a booster box case, which comes with about 12 booster boxes to carry 12 booster packs, each for $500. Cases are going for about $1,800 on eBay. What the fuck? While there are plenty of Power fans clearly looking to collect their favorite pals simply for the love of the game, scalpers online have a different plan. Some buyers who lucked out and got their purchase shipped early had already posted listings for the cards before that official July 30th launch. One Cativia Gold Soul card, which appears to be the rarest of the collection so far, blah blah blah, seemingly sold an unbelievable 4,000 3 days earlier on July 27th. Jormantude Ingress sold for 1,300 even earlier on July 24th, while cases are hovering at around 1,800 on eBay post Power of TCG launch. A master case containing 3 regular cases sold for $5,999 just 24 hours after launch. These prices are nothing new to Pokemon fans, but it doesn't make seeing them pop up online so quickly sting any less. Successful prices do seem to have come down in a few days since collectors and scalpers started receiving their orders, with those gold Cativia pals now seemingly going for around $1,000 each. Power game on sale, blah blah blah. Pocket Bear seems to have gotten off to a roaring start with its Power TCG, despite its obvious comparisons being lobbed its way. July 9th, weeks before launch, the company reported it had achieved 3.5 million packs ordered. The Dawn Pelagos set features more than 50 files with original illustrations, with second booster set, Legend of Awaken, and set follows October. For the latest collectible trading cards and blah blah blah, you can read blah blah blah. God damn it. Alright. Let's walk together on this one. Power World launched the game that went head-to-head with PlayStation. Head-to-head with Nintendo's Pokemon, right? Pokemon Nintendo Company got butthurt, and they decided to sue Power World for many legal fees. That legality battle happened for over a year, and just recently, the judges ruled in Power World's favor. Okay. And then all of a sudden, I had no idea, but I don't know. I'm also not surprised, right? That's how bad this thing is. Because out of nowhere, Power World decides to release an official card game. Now, I'll tell you what, Bushiroad, they know what they're doing. That is Waifu Wars, Wei Schwartz, Waifu Wars developers, Bushiroad. So I give them credit where credit's due, all right? And that it's like, oh, you're just copying Pokemon. I can't believe you'll do that. Nah, fuck that. Everyone makes cards. Go make your cards. Go have fun. Go enjoy. People out there who really want to collect your little drawn art on cardboard slices, go collect your cards. Have fun with that. Assholes on eBay, because again, eBay, and again, GameStop wanting to buy eBay, and again, games no longer being physical, and again, scalpers being scalpers. That's ridiculous. So, for someone like me, who genuinely does not give a shit, and you've seen me running around Fortnite with those stupid little fucking sprites, and everyone be like, oh, you got something. Oh, dude, it's just a fucking digital item. It's not fucking real. It's not gonna pay your taxes. Unless you're this stupid. And let me tell you something. You can only be this stupid when there are stupid people paying you for being that stupid. So my issue isn't that they're making a card game. My issue isn't completely that these dumbasses are able to sell shit for absurd prices. My biggest issue is that we're in a universe where dumbasses exist. And I don't know who the fuck said, oh, you're gonna be the richest guy in the universe if you buy all your Power cards per month. If you have the golden fucking cat, you're so cool. Oh my god, bro, I can't believe it. You're so cool. Do you remember Labubus? Yeah, I fucking thought so. So, it's not necessarily that there's dumbasses out there that are posting that price, because you don't have to fucking pay for that. And it's also a sliver of a fact that dumbasses are paying that price. But what really pisses me off is that now there is a system in motion that these people, you people, I'm gonna separate myself from the equation, right? If you don't buy TCG cards, you don't have to worry about this. But you people have fucking created a mini microeconomy. And what do we say when dumbasses start buying out like little fucking blind box shit pieces of stuff? Yes, that's called a recession. So hey, I am a little booty tickled. Probably for a lot of different reasons that a lot of people don't understand. And that's okay. Except that it's not. Because yeah, like, to bring it full circle, right? All this in itself is its own piece of shit. But in reality, it doesn't affect me. What does affect me is that this fucking virus is this gestation of fucking disgusting, like, black market bullshit is gestating within the walls of eBay. And if the best thing we have to video games is the dumbass bitch-ass GameStop CEO saying that he wants to buy out eBay because video games are no longer a concern for GameStop, then yeah, I have an issue. So we're gonna step away from this. We're gonna pretend that people aren't that stupid. But just so we can do the math here. Where'd it go? Yep, there you go. Just so we can do the math here. This guy lost 2,997 and 98 cents in a bitch ass investment, all because he bought at the height. You buy at the dip, you fucking dumbass. All right, that's it. That's your finance advice of the week. All right, moving on. Recession be damned. Because, ladies and gentlemen, it's true. It is true. AI is taking over. Are we dead ass? Fans react to AI generated Stellar Blade music video. This is by Dave Aubrey over at Video Game News Chronicle. Yeah, Video Games Chronicle. Stellar Blade doesn't have a confirmed release date. AI generated music video released on the developer's YouTube channel has fans feeling appreciative. The song, quote, "Wanna Be in Love," was released on July 31st, 2026, 2 days ago. Features the protagonist of the upcoming game as a K-pop star singing and dancing around an environment that bears resemblance to the setting of Blood Rain. The YouTube AI disclaimer of the music video states that sounds or visuals were altered or fully generated. Okay. The disclaimer isn't likely required for most fans, however, as the visual style is unmistakably AI generated. The music video predominantly features Evie singing and dancing against the backdrop of Blood Rain setting, with some AI-generated behind-the-scenes shots later in the video featuring a fake production crew behind wearing shift-up t-shirts. We're just gonna jump around. So this is AI, yeah. These wants to fall in love. Wait. Is this Japanese? I thought Shift Up was Korean or Chinese. Oh god, that was unnatural. I did not like that at all. And you can see like the blurriness is AI generated. So this is where we're at with like capabilities per se, right? I'm not saying oh god. I guess you can oh yeah, you can tell that's AI. This is the motion. I'm not gonna say that this is like bad per se. I understand why they tried to do this, but obviously, like with everything that's going on, hey, it looks like my mic. Everything that's going on with like fucking AI data centers, like pretty much kicking the human civilization out of technology. Like that's legitimately what's happened. It is bummery to see this happen and just be like, wait a minute, why didn't you hire people to sing this? Wait a minute, why didn't you hire a crew? What happened to all the workers of this stuff? And not to say that they could have made it all through the through AI, but you know, it does feel like there's something that is missing there. It looks interesting per se, but the fact that it is fully AI or it looks super AI is gonna tickle people the wrong way. It's not the right environment. But hey, let's keep on reading. Music video predominantly features blah blah blah. AI generated. In one section, the video protagonist Eva holds up a keychain which reads "K-pop Demon Hunters," featuring a picture of the nice of the picture of Derpy the Tiger, also from some series. K-pop Demon Hunters is also associated with Celebrate or Shift Up, so it's unclear why this is featured so prominently. They might have a collab going on. You never know. Fans didn't hesitate to share disbelief. Quote, "Are we deadass?" is a comment that could be found multiple times underneath the video. They really thought they were cooking with this AI slop, said another commenter. Fans from Japan and Korea were also sharing their thoughts, with one saying via machine translation, quote, "So now you're stirring up trouble on the official YouTube channel instead of Twitter," end quote. Oh, fuck. One fan refused to let the music video color the impressions of the game, saying, "Delete this from my memories. Summer Game Fest trailer was amazing," end quote. Oh, these people, yeah, shift up shirt. AI generated. Not all sentiment was negative. One fan said, "Yeah, I'm in love." Another said, quote, "I'm not gonna lie, the video is funny. I'm not even mad." Stellar Blade Blood Rain was announced at Summer Games Fest with an in-game trailer starring the game's new protagonist. The original Stellar Blade launched on Nintendo Switch 2 later this year, and Shift Up recently announced. Wow. So we'll leave it at this. We'll finish the music video. But we'll leave it at this. A wise man once said, "How you do anything is how you do everything." Let me say that again. How you do anything is how you do everything. So I want to believe that perhaps the reason people aren't vibing with this is because Stellar Blade was such a I'm gonna say it. an impactful release for PlayStation. Not necessarily because it was all that it was, because yes, it was all that, but specifically because Shift Up, developers of mobile games, developers of Nikkei, decided to, with the help of PlayStation, decided to create a fully like developed third person action game. And that took a lot of heart, and that took a lot of courage, and it took a lot of manpower. But damn, that was a damn fine ass game. So when we see Shift Up, default to using fully digital AI, naturally, the next question that pops up has to be, what else are we going to use AI in? Nikkei? Everything they do? So again, no one's saying it's a terrible thing. I don't think it's a terrible video per se. But I believe I understand that it feels disappointing to see and to think, perhaps, to be shown, right? That rather than having a team of people that have heart and are really going to try to bring that same heart from the first game to the second game, it definitely seems like they're cutting corners, saving money, firing people, just so they can generate product. So that is a concern. Again, I'm not a big Nikkei fan, but I do like my action games. So we'll have to wait and see what Celebrate 2 ends up being, because if it loses that spark, right? Like if you can tell that it doesn't have that heart, oh Lord help us. You know how bad you have to fuck up for Celebrate 2 to not be good? Pretty bad. So let's hope it doesn't. Let's hope it doesn't come to fruition. But hey, if you thought that was bad, if you thought your original gangsters out there couldn't slip up in the AI madness, then you'd be wrong. Because Square Enix says Kingdom Hearts art accused of using Gen AI was just regular human error. Quote, someone forgot how many fingers Donald has. It's by Ethan Gotch over at Otaku. Last month, Square Enix revealed a new Kingdom Hearts collection 2 to 3 that would, among other things, finally bring the existing trilogy to Nintendo fans via Switch 2. But North American box art released the game immediately caused a stir when the people noticed the wrong number of fingers on Donald's duck's hand. A small controversy arose over whether generated AI was involved, and Square Enix has finally responded to try to clear the air. Quote, unlike the original Tetsuya Nomura art, which shows the game's characters together near the center of the composition, the new box art had them separated. Some speculated that some sort of AI tool had been used to try and fill in the spaces created by this change with new detail. One such detail was Donald Duck's previously obscured left hand, which seemed to have the wrong number of fingers. Hey, so why does Donald Duck have different fingers on each hand? Square Enix now suggests that this wasn't due to AI being used, though without going into too much detail about what actually did happen. Quote, we are aware of feedback regarding recent Kingdom Hearts visuals. A Square Enix PR rep told GameSpot, quote, these assets were created by the development team without the use of generative AI, and the issues resulted from a human error, end quote. The old art with 5-fingered Donald has since been replaced in Square Enix's promotional materials ahead of the game's release on October 8th. Though the original post that kicked off the firestorm is still up, quality is extremely important to us, and updated assets have been implemented where appropriate, said the PR person. Elsewhere, the company has been very bullish on the prospects of Gen AI helping to improve efficiencies. Yeah, I don't buy it. So yeah, Kingdom Hearts was kind of a big deal, at least for me, growing up, right? 4, 3, 4, 3, 4, 3. I mean, I guess you could probably like mess up, right? It just is. I remember hearing about this though. Actually, yeah. I guess this kind of does look like Goofy. You know what I mean? Not you, Goofy. No offense, buddy. What the fuck do you want, man? So like, I guess this could be like chibi ass art, like goofy ass chibi art. Cause not to sound stupid, but that's not my Sora. So we'll have to wait and see, man. Jesus, it's crazy, huh? But hey, yeah, man. Don't ever think that like your favorite person won't ever turn around and stab you in the back. Uh, it's not fun to think of, right? Obviously, but that's where we're at. Because Kingdom Hearts 3 came out, and while it was a well-designed combat system, honestly, ironically, the heart in Kingdom Hearts 3 was not there, in my opinion. And I'm pretty sure I played that game, and I finished it, and I turned it off, and I just never thought about the series until we decided to replay Kingdom Hearts 2. To which then I was like, yeah, this is a way better game. But it's a bummer, man. Again, because like you want to be excited for this. You want to be like, oh shit, Kingdom Hearts 4, we're getting down, or like something good's happening. Oh, my boy Sora, what's up with this story? But this is where we are. This is where we are at. The fact that I can't even be excited about my favorite game when I was in middle school or high school, middle school. Yeah. It's been a long time. But honestly, and the shittiest part, right? The shittiest part that's coming from me is that I genuinely do not believe their statement. I genuinely do not believe that they're being honest with us. And once you lose trust in each other, oh baby, you already know there's no point. So I'm genuinely concerned. I'm a little upset. I mean, I'm upset. Okay, I'm not mad, right? I'm disappointed because I knew there weren't the people that I remember, and to see them stray away further and further. You either die a hero or you live long enough to watch yourself become the villain. And yeah, I really, really wish it wasn't like that. But hey, we're gonna have to do something about it, right? It's gonna have to be a people's choice. And at this point, we're just gonna have to let it all implode. But hey, if that sounds too scary for you, then Guillermo del Toro begged for an easier Dead Cells, and the game's dev answered his call. It's by Levi Winslow over at GameSpot.com. Whether you're a veteran gamer or not, it's okay to admit that Motion Twins' 2018 roguelike Metroidvania Dead Cells is kinda hard. So much that 8 years later, acclaimed filmmaker and avid gamer Guillermo del Toro has implored the studio to make it a little more forgiving for the, quote, elderly players. Well, Motion Twin heard the phone ringing, saw the caller ID, picked up the phone, and granted Del Toro's wish, or rather he reminded him this option already exists. In a 2019 interview, Del Toro quite literally begged the French developer to make a version of the game that doesn't include respawning. For him, dying and restarting made it difficult to both explore the world and make tangible progress. I feel you, Del Toro. I feel you, Del Toro. That's my homie right there. We're real. Blood brothers. Dead Cells, quote, Dead Cells was really interesting to me, Del Toro said. I just hate respawning because you only get about 35 levels and then you start again. You get faster, but please do a version without respawning for the older and elderly players. I'm available. Contact me and send it to me, please. I beg you. End quote. Motion Twin responded to Del Toro's request on July 30th, telling IGN that the roguelike Metroidvania has a somewhat easier mode already, assist mode. Quote, we'd like to officially add this moment into our own personal cabinet of curiosities, the developer said. Get it? That's a pun. That's one of Del Toro's shows on Netflix. We are surprised and truly honored to see that Mr. Del Toro is a Dead Cells player, and we can even help him right now. There is an assist mode in the game. This mode lets you resurrect at the start of the current biome or in the closest checkpoint, rather than restarting the entire run. The studio then thanked Del Toro for his kind words and time on the game, concluding that they hope this little message helps him enjoy the game more. Released in 2022 as part of version 2.9 and is known as both the Accessibility Update and Breaking Barriers Update. This patch introduced a variety of accessibility options that let you tweak the game settings to fit the preferred style. System mode came packaged with updates, and alongside customized settings, let you respawn at the nearest save point instead of returning to the entire run. There are other features folded into version 2.9 as well, including the ability to hit just the damage you take from enemy traps and auto hit setting, and the option to increase the parry window. So, if Del Toro is looking for something like alive cells instead of dead cells, then assist mode perfectly encapsulates that. Very nice. Being a gamer that he is, Del Toro has worked on a number of video games in recent years. While he's done some work on unreleased projects in the 2000s and 2010s, his contribution is probably most recognized in PT, since he co-directed that game with bestie Hideo Kojima. He also made a cameo in Kojima Productions' 2019 UPS sim Death Stranding. There was only his likeness, and he didn't voice the character. Huh. I didn't know that. I didn't know that he didn't voice the character, but I knew that there was like a little, that they fucking... I knew that, what's his face? Kojima had virtually scanned Del Toro's body. So now Cyber Del Toro lives inside of Kojima's crazy dystopian, robot world or whatever the fuck he's building out there. But hey, I always forget that Del Toro is a gamer, right? I think I've heard about that years ago, but it's obvious that he's like an OG gamer, because Dead Cells is very inspired by Metroidvania, obviously a Nintendo Entertainment System title. But the fact that it's also like it gets to him too, right? Every time we play a game and then they send me my ass all the way back to the beginning and I lose all my progress, that pisses me the fuck off, because you're showing me that my time is not worth your time, and I hate that. So I completely understand, much less I can only imagine how freaking busy Del Toro's day-to-day is, that he's not there to be freaking running runs back and back and back, you know what I mean? So good to know that there's people like that in the universe, and that I'm not super alone in that. Granted, he is an 80-year-old man, or however old he is, and I just hit my 30s. So I always knew I was advanced for my age. But regardless, yeah, I hope that's also like a thing that people keep in mind, or knowing that like these games are fun. Some people do like the challenge, and I respect that. But some of us just really want to enjoy the story and like go through it. And like, if we're allowed to come back at a calculated point in time, then yeah, maybe we can play a little bit more aggressive without us having to completely like give up hope whenever we do lose. And that is a big difference in my opinion. So hey, Godspeed, Del Toro, and thank you for being a real one. He made Frankenstein the movie. But if that wasn't spooky enough for you, Obsession star Indy Navarrete wants to play Mystique following talks with X-Men director. This is Michael Crape. Obsession star Indy Navarrete has named Mystique as a character she wants to play in Marvel Cinematic Universe, following talks with X-Men director Shake Schreier. The breakout star from May's low-budget horror film confirmed she met with the filmmaker at least once during a recent interview with Variety. It's a meeting she's mentioned before, and while she refrained from spilling the beans about everything they talked about, it sounds like her potential future in the MCU is something that's still on her mind. A segment from a conversation with the site saw actress picking common Google searches featuring her name from a fishbowl. When one search said Indy Navarrete Black Cat, she confessed she didn't know who the Spider-Man character is. Yeesh. Still, the online character from fans hoping to see her join MCU in some capacity is something she's keenly aware of. Every time that I see something like this, I giggle, because, like, obviously I know the truth. But I would love to be a part of Marvel, Nevitt said. I think it's fun, especially since I grew up watching X-Men and the 2000 X-Men. That would be fun. When pressed on her meeting with Schreier, she clarified that she's been tackling a lot of meetings. Since Possession crept its way into theaters earlier this year, that can mean a lot of things, but at least as far as the MCU is concerned, she's happy to sing director's praises. Quote, I thought what he brought to Thunderbolts was what I used to love about Marvel. It was character-driven, Navarrete added, so the whole time I just couldn't stop yapping about how much I appreciated what he had brought to Marvel. That's the luxury that I have right now, meeting all these different kinds of people. Not all of them turn into projects. I just really want to work with you. And I've seen this project of yours and this and this and this. So I just really wanted to congratulate him on bringing back my favorite thing of Thunderbolts. And he is a very sweet person, end quote. Even if her meeting with Schreier did get her foot in the door at Marvel HQ, it seems she's not ready to confirm any casting news yet. Makes sense, especially as the MCU drip feeds the fans for updates, including today's, which saw Ready or Not star confirmed to play Emma. Ready or Not star Samara Weaving confirmed to play Emma Frost. Navarrete does, however, have one character in mind, should she get the call. Oh, quote. Oh, I mean, Mystique has always been super cool. She replied when asked who she'd like to play. Quote, growing up, I remember watching the behind-the-scenes process of all the prosthetics. That was super cool for me. I would always watch behind the scenes of a lot of stuff. Pirates Caribbean, I remember was a big thing that I would watch the behind the scenes of X-Men. You know, the prosthetics. I just find it so fascinating. End quote. Hearing Navarrete shout out Mystique might sound like music to the ears of those who have been campaigning to see her play the mutant shapeshifter. Again, nothing is confirmed quite yet, but as Marvel continues tracking down younger talent to fill the roles of X-Men, anything is possible. For now, it is at least confirmed that 2000's Mystique actress Rebecca Roman Jean will return alongside her X-Men co-stars in Avengers Doomsday later this year. As we wait to see how Navarrete follows up the Obsession, you can check out IGN's blah 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 blah. Sheesh. That was fast. And that's good news, right? Because, I mean, again, cough, cough, wheeze, wheeze. If you guys haven't seen Obsession, hello, welcome aboard. If you guys haven't seen Obsession, she busts out all the stops in that. And someone that can play someone as unhinged as that has to be able to play someone as, like, multiple, what's the word? Personality, right? Because technically Mystique is the same person, but she has to pretend that she's different people. So that's kind of like her writing herself up to play one of the hardest characters out there. And I'm impressed. Takes a lot of guts. So hey, I hope it all goes well for her. I think she would be a great Mystique. Again, you're playing someone that is technically unhinged and that has multiple personalities, and I really think someone like her, who has really knocked it out of the park with the Obsession film, which I will show you in a couple of minutes, definitely has like a chance to do something cool with that. So hey, good luck to you and Godspeed. And don't eat cats. Unless it's Game Freak. Game Freak's Beast of Reincarnation reportedly leaked by pirates 3 days before official release. Beast of Reincarnation is one of the many AAA titles that have reportedly made their way into pirates' hands before their official release dates in 2026. It's by Lewis Parker of Otaku. Beast of Reincarnation, Game Freak's action RPG that is set to release in August 4 on PS5 and Series X, has somehow already leaked online and is reportedly being played by pirates as we speak. The news comes via multiple piracy-centric sources, including DODI, Repack's Discord server, and both the R-Piracy and R-Pirate game subreddit. Exactly how Reparkers have managed to get their hands on Game Freak's upcoming title 3 days before its official release is currently unconfirmed, though some have suggested it's related to preloading the game on Steam. On the plus side, multiple pirates who have allegedly played Beast of Reincarnation have reported that it runs pretty smoothly. One such reported comes from a user playing the game on an RG Ally, who stated intro area runs around 30 to 40 FPS medium settings at 180p TAU performance. Didn't drop below 30 FPS thus far. No shader compilation at the start, but I didn't encounter any stutters so far. It looks great. Good soundtrack too. End quote. Given another user was quite impressed with the performance on PC. Quote, games run like garbage. 7280 FPS average with DLS ultra quality at 4K max settings. Okay, shut the fuck up, kid. No one gives a fuck about your settings. Personally, I think a stable 60 FPS and 4K sounds pretty good, but whatever, also probably shouldn't put too much stock into what people think. It's performance at this stage. How much you want to bet this guy didn't even like fucking tweak the settings the right way? He just turned all the FRS frame gen option. Never mind. Never mind. He's doing the right stuff. Whatever performance concerning is probably what we're talking about. Beast Reincarnation is an only high profile title that's made its way into pirates' hands before releasing this year. Several high other profiles, AAA, including the likes of Lego Batman, Forza Horizon, and Subnautica 2, have all been cracked and repackaged before their official release dates. Both Game Freak and Beast of Reincarnation publisher Fictions have yet to officially comment on this alleged leak. Damn. So, yeah, guys, keep on investing in AI robots that can, hack anything with the press of an enter button. Yeesh. But hey, Game Freak, making a new game, interesting. I don't think. Okay, let's put it this way. I'm curious to see if Game Freak sells because it's Game Freak, or if it doesn't sell because it's not Pokemon. TLDR. I do hope it sells because I hope they have enough like vibes going on. Like it looks good. There's good gameplay. I have no idea what this game is, but it it does make me happy to see that Game Freak is doing something besides Pokemon. And I know they've done a couple of other titles before, but yeah, man, I think they deserve to do a lot more. And who knows, maybe them learning how to do these things, these development styles, can lead to a better, I don't know, Pokemon game in the future if they ever decide to do something like that. So you never know, but you're still hoping, because hope gets us home. And Spider-Man, brand new day leaks on social media, reportedly seen by millions before Sony took it down. Not the only thing being leaked this weekend. This is by Michael Crape over at IGN. Spider-Man, brand new day has reportedly suffered a significant leak that saw high-quality bootlegs spread across Twitter before Sony took it down. It's yet another leak in Twitter's lineup that arrived, and just as Tom Holland's latest go at the wall crawling swung into cinemas, according to Variety, stated that user Frederick Bryan posted the movie earlier today, leaving users to view the film, and it's revealed its biggest surprises for hours before Sony was able to take it down. It's reported the post reached 5.9 mil Twitter accounts, accumulated more than accounts. Just say accounts. Fuck you guys. More than 143,000 likes and past 10,000 reshared. IGN hasn't been able to find any re-uploads of the movie on social media yet, but traces can still be found if you know where to look. Why Spider-Man needs a landlord? Dude, no, I was watching the Spider-Man brand new day movie on Twitter and it suddenly stopped playing, one user said. Yo, did anybody download the Spider-Man brand new day movie that just dropped? I've got to download before it got deleted, another user said, with a loudly crying face emojis. Short segments revealing some of Spider-Man brand new day. Biggest reveals also started floating around Twitter. While some of those posts remain online, a message saying, quote, this media has been disabled in response to a report by the copyright owner can now be found in video's place. Some users have posts available stating that they saw at least the first chunk of the movie before it was removed, while others say they were able to nearly finish it. Oh, nice. As the leak made its way online and was promptly removed, Marvel Studios has unfortunately followed in the footsteps of Christopher Nolan and his new movie, The Odyssey. A high-quality rip featuring all 3 hours of that film was posted on X last weekend, giving millions of users the opportunity to watch it or at least get a taste of what it's like instead of going to the theaters to watch it. While Sony told Variety that it had no comment regarding its leak, Universal did share its own statement. Quote, we became aware of the unauthorized posting of the film and immediately initiated takedown protocols, Universal told Variety in a statement. Quote, we take copyright infringement seriously and will pursue all appropriate remedies to protect our content and intellectual property rights, end quote. It is unclear if Sony has any plans to take any further action regarding Spider-Man leaks, but for now, the film has only just been released in theaters today, 2026. Gave the latest swing a 7 out of 10, incredible 72 million box office in previews. How exactly will fall out through its opening weekend remains to be seen. Meanwhile, Sony has already been doing its best to combat leaks related to its post-credit scene. Movie's gonna do fine. Trust me. But, that being said, not all heroes wear capes. Yeah, I don't know, man. At this point, I really don't understand, anybody that's gonna watch this film, or anybody that wants to watch this film, is gonna go watch it. That's done deal. Maybe they just want people to go watch the film multiple times, but you're gonna make the money. No matter what, you're gonna make the money. Even if someone leaks the film on X, and even if a certain people don't go out, people that probably never wanted to leave their house, you're still gonna make the money. So hey. But I get it though. I mean, it makes sense. Like, especially if you're proud of the work that you've done. Like someone like Christopher Nolan to be like, "Oh man, that sucks. You should probably go watch this IMAX." That checks out. Obviously, you need to buy these things in order to kind of like have possession of them, quote unquote. But we've seen the world that we're at, right? We've seen how people are more and more disappointed that if Sony doesn't want to fucking print out discs for us, then fine. We'll take it ourselves. We'll do our own disc. We'll make our own disc. We have that technology. So don't fucking try us. No, I'm just kidding. But like seriously, yeah, it's possible. We can do that. And I don't think there should be a reason why we couldn't. Because where we're at now, the people that should be providing services are giving up on the customers. And if they give up on the customers, then there is no contract. There is no civil contract between us. And that's when creative liberties start taking place. But hey, to the guy that posted the movie online, not all heroes wear capes. Because Criterion Channel adds Neon Genesis Evangelion, Evangelion Death, True Squared, and End of Evangelion films on September 1st. This is Criterion's collection streaming service on Criterion Channel announced Thursday that would add Neon Genesis television animes and Death and Rebirth movies on September 1st. G-Kids licensed original television series and above 2 films. Company recently screened the first 2 films on July 21st and 22nd. The original anime and its films are some of the most influential and critically acclaimed works in history of the medium, but had long remained out of print and available in North America. ADV Films' last released anime was a Platinum Edition DVDs in 2004 and 2005. The company shut down in 2009. Netflix began streaming the television anime in 2019, and it describes the story this. Franchise has inspired numerous spin-offs, merchandise collaborations. Hideki Anno, director of anime, founded Studio Kara in 2006, and studio began producing new trilogy films, Rebuild, blah, 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 blah. That, all this and this. Open March, blah, blah, blah. Franchise getting a new series, anime short previewed Evangelion 30 Plus Festival on February 21st, and officially started streaming on March 8th. Criterion Channel began adding anime to its service in August 2025. Added Gunbuster and first season of Ghost in the Shell Complex, and added Gotchaman, the movie, in April, and began streaming the K-On! Film in May. Wow. Okay, let's walk through this. I know this doesn't really mean much, but this means a lot to me. The Criterion Channel is essentially a collage of directors and movie snobs. Let's just call it movie snobs. But movie snob, but international movie snobs. And you know, they basically take all the best movies, or like impactful ass movies throughout the generations, and they repackage them with like a 4K, or they give you like an ultimate repackaging of it. And like, for example, the recent one that I bought is the Eyes Wide Shut box, which is a Criterion release. It's the first time that film from like 1970 something has been reprinted on a 4K disc. So those people, those Criterion Channel people, are now saying that anime such as Neon Genesis, such as Gunbusters, such as Ghost in the Shell, such as Gotchaman, and such as K-On!, hell yeah, are genuinely worthy of being part of this collection. And that does put a smile to my face. Fucking love movies. You know what else was a movie? Barbie. Because Barbie 2 will have to start from scratch if Warner Brothers can't make a deal with talent by December. This is by Michael Crape over at IGN. Negotiations for Barbie 2 have come to a halt, and if Warner Brothers can't make a deal by December 2026, it will lose director Greta Gerwig with writer Noah Baumbach and stars Margot Robbie and Ryan Gosling. A behind-the-scenes update on the sequel of 2023's box office success was shared in a new report of the New York Times. 3 years removed from its theatrical premiere, one would expect progress on the sequel to be further along. But it sounds like Warner Bros. And talent behind the first films are locked in a months-long standoff. It was said that both parties have failed to agree at a deal that can see the cast and crew return for Barbie 2, after the first film managed to bring in a record of $1.5 billion in theaters. Warner Bros. Offered the returning talent include a cut of the box office profits based on his success, as well as raises, including paying Gosling his $20 million asking price. The site's sources stated that current Warner Bros. CEO David Zaslav believes that the offers on the table are, quote, too generous and refused to give them the okay. Okay. A Warner Brothers representative refuted that claim, saying that instead the talent representative declined an offer made in May and have yet to file a counteroffer. As Barbie 2 floats in limbo, the report noted that time is not on anyone's side. Should a deal fail to be reached by December, rights to the movie franchise will revert back to Mattel. Although that could still eventually see a second live-action Barbie movie materialize at another studio, it will do so without Gerwig, Balmuch, Robbie, or Gosling. It will also be required to proceed without carrying over any of the story elements established in the 2023 project. Quote, "We have a right deal with Mattel in place and have made a series of big offers for and finalized deals to make the next Barbie film," Warner Brothers said. Co-pairs Pam Abby and Michael DeLuca said in a joint statement. "Unfortunately, we have been able to reach an agreement thus far." It's hard to imagine what Barbie would have looked like without the creative team behind it. The movie premiered not only to success in the box office, but raved reviewers praised it as an imaginative take on decades-old IP. Gerwig took the deadline in March 2024 that she had come around on the idea of a Barbie sequel, saying that, "I want to do it." Even then, it was clear the wait for more would be long, as both Robbie and the creative team had previously said their expectations to deliver Barbie 2 were low. Gerwig and Balmuch have reportedly expressed that they already have a story for Barbie 2 in mind and are ready to begin the writing process. That, of course, won't happen until the deal is made. With progress now at a standstill, it could still be years before the movie is made. And that's if Warner Bros. And talent are even able to come to an agreement. For now, Barbie exists as a standalone movie. IGN gave it 9 out of 10, calling it a masterful exploration of femininity and pressures of perfection. End quote. So, where are we now? What happened to the music? Fuck you, man. Why the fuck did the music pause? Was that a bitch ass fucking YouTube self? Oh my god. Oh my, I fucking hate YouTube. You're such a little fucking bitch. Anyways, moving on. Just like this fucking director. Listen, kid. Listen, kid. Listen, kid. Where's this stupid ass dumbass? Listen, kid. Listen, you fucking dumbass piece of shit. Your fucking paycheck is too generous. You don't do shit in that fucking office. Ryan Gosling just fucking released one of the best films in generations. And you're too much of a bitch to produce a second, possibly 2.5 billion revenue film. Not that I care, right? Not that I give a fuck. But some people don't deserve what they have. And I'm not talking about Margot Robbie. So, let's go ahead and jump over. I'm talking about you, fucking Netflix. Because it happens. I'm talking about you, fucking YouTube. Because it happens. And when it happens, people couldn't get shot. Netflix hit with $405 million lawsuit after losing master copy of unreleased Nicolas Cage movie. Quote, "Someone stole a good amount of drives." All right, let me get some water. Netflix is being sued for roughly $1.5 million in California federal court after writer and producers of the upcoming Nicolas Cage-led film Fortitude, after streaming giant confirmed that an unreleased master copy of the film was pilfered when, quote, "someone stole a good amount of drives" from its Sunset Bronson Studios in Los Angeles. The news comes via Hollywood Reporter, which states that Simon Afran and his production company, Opt Fortitude, lodged a lawsuit against Netflix on July 30th. According to Plaintiff, the master copy of the coming historical World War II film, World War II, was hand-delivered to Netflix's LA office on June 15th, as the stream company had expressed interest in pursuing distribution rights. Then, in an email from the head of Film Acquisitions, Sean Burney, dated June 25, Netflix confirmed that the film had reportedly been stolen. Quote, "This is a first for us. Unfortunately, someone stole a good amount of drives from our office desk. This past week, we've been working through this with one security teams and no luck. Our piracy teams are on high alert, and the breach will monitor. As the plaintiffs alleged in the lawsuit, Netflix reportedly refused to involve the Los Angeles Police Department in its own internal investigation. Netflix also refused to comment on the ongoing lawsuit. But the law firm representing the company in California federal court referred to the op-fortitude's claim as a hostile attempt to extort money. As Fortitude currently has no planned release date, due in part to the fact that no distributor is currently attached to the project, its producer stated in a lawsuit that the theft of its master copy may harm its chances of selling it to any other distribution company. As of writing, the film has yet to appear on any torrenting sites, nor has any alleged thief been identified. Wow, that is a first for us. Nicolas Cage obviously just finished up doing Spider Noir, but this is a first, not just for Netflix, I guess, but first for me, because to think that, you can make a whole ass movie, film it, record it, send the master copy to a distribution platform, i.e. Netflix, and to randomly get a call 2 weeks later of some dumbass CEO. Yes, we'll keep on going with that angle. Some bitch ass dumbass CEO going like, I think we lost it. Yeah. You're overpaid. You're an overpaid fucking hack. And again, we're in a world where I don't believe anything a fucking corporal says. Period. I don't take it at face value. So if these guys are saying somebody stole our copy, realistically, I'm thinking that those dumbasses went to go hide that copy, or they really didn't want to release Nicolas Cage's film, and they're like, "Nah, man, this ain't it. Don't tell him he lost his touch. Just tell him that we lost the film." But obviously, that's probably not true because if it were true, I don't think they'd go the route of like going through all this lawsuit and stuff. However, what is weird is the fact that they don't want the police to be involved, which. What are you hiding, Netflix? We're coming for you. You know who else we're coming for? Blu-rays, baby. Because Sony acknowledges strong views on this decision to kill places on disc, but insist, we're going to cautiously move this forward. Alright. This is by Wesley and Poole over at IGN. Sony has said it won't change its mind on Kingdom PlayStation Disc in 2028, while acknowledging, quote, strong views for the video game community. The online backlash has seen gamers continue to call on Sony to U-turn its decision, singing online petitions and swarming over the PlayStation social media posts to express concern about the video game preservation and ownership, even overshadowing the release of new games that have nothing to do with what's going on at Sony. Whew. Meanwhile, backers of physical media have called on gamers to boycott PlayStation a week in August to send a message to Sony that its decision to kill disc from 2028 is unacceptable. Complaints have also come to other groups. The UK Digital Entertainment and Retail Association, ERA, for example, called Sony's decision, quote, a triumph of corporate convenience over consumer choice. Damn! End quote. Following the release of its first quarter financial results today, Sony held an investor-focused Q&A in which it answered questions from analysts. Inevitably, Sony was asked about the decision to stop selling PlayStation discs. And Sony's first comments on the issue since the announcement was made on July 1st. Chief Financial Officer Lin Tao speaking through a live interpreter during the call, signaling the company's intention to go through with it. Here's the response in full. Quote,
we announced on January 28 onwards that we will no longer be manufacturing game discs. So 1.5 years ahead, we made this announcement at the time. There are various reasons we made the decision. The biggest being that the digitalization of content overall has been progressing. That's a big factor. If not for PlayStation, but for all kinds of content, digitalization is progressing. And so when we think about the future, we put a lot of thought and time, and we cautiously considered this, and we came into a conclusion. We're going to cautiously move this forward. And to this decision, we have received various opinions of people and song views, and we understand the community has put forth those I can't do this. Games are loved by many people, and it's a form of entertainment that's loved by people, and it's connected to people's fond memories in many cases. God, she's a fucking bitch. And so we understand those emotions. We want to consider that, and in the future digital ecosystem. How do we engage the gamer in something that we would like to continue explore?
Sounds like corporate hacks. This bitch is overpaid as well. Fuck her. Essentially, Tal is saying Sony won't budge despite backlash, and that the final line is that there's a hint at a possible method for preserving physical discs digitally. While Sony announced its decision, it is said that it's simply following consumer trends. Quote, in response to shifting trends and consumer preference, new games will be released on PlayStation Store and retailer in digital formats only. Said Truman, senior director and Sony Interactive Entertainment Content Communications, said in a post on PlayStation blog. Quote, as consumer preferences in the broader entertainment industry continue to shift away from the physical death, physical game death production and all games released on PlayStation consoles will be discontinued starting 2028. Following the state, the new games will be available on PlayStation Store and the retailer's digital format only. The transition has no impact on games that are already released or will be released prior to June 28 in this format. This is a natural direction for Sony Entertainment as adapt the consumer trends as general preference for digital media significantly outpaces physical discs, or transition when able to align more closely about how community prefers to access play games today. Reinforcing this trend, Maps Facility and Director of Video Game Industry Advisor Scarcana said that just 7 PlayStation video games have sold more than 7,000 physical units so far this year in the US. Only 2 PlayStation video games sold more than 10,000 physical units in the US during the week ending in July 11th. Jesus fucking Christ, that's a lot of writing. Come on, guys, I'm tired. My throat's killing me. There are, of course, instances of companies reverting controversial decisions amid backlash from Nelson told around return this. Dr. Santosi, Japanese game industry consultant from Katana Games, suggested that even 500,000 people canceled their PlayStation Plus subscription in protest, it would just be a dip in the ocean for Sony. Quote, I sympathize with physical media fans, but Sony will not revise its decision, told IGN. They knew, of course, what the online reaction will look like, and they now wait for the storm to pass. Sony has over 12 million active PlayStation users and containing around 50 million people subscribed to PlayStation Plus, and as a thought experiment, let's say 50,000 cancel in protest, that would just be 1% of that business gone. And of course, it's not enough for Sony to start rethinking. Digital is just too lucrative. Piers Hands, Rolls Games Industry, analysts, blah blah blah, sent a chart of records. Two generation console gaming is the last hold for physical media in the gaming sector, but physical product has been declining in importance. I said in a post back in 2013 when the PS4 launched. And pure data shows only 10% full games that unit sells, but Sony consoles were digital, including digital-only games. Fast forward to 25, this digital share of full games purchases stood at almost 80% of total. Quote, negatively, there would be concerns with PlayStation games at various aspects in the announcement, including choice, accessing older physical games and consoles. The ability to collect physical games with game possession, however, opportunity trends of games are clear. One analyst said fans, physical media had a chance and blew it. There's no going back. You blew it. If gamers had preservations had bought more physical games, like I did, Sony wouldn't have seen the digital sales ratios that justifies the decision. Robin Zhu, a games analysis Bernstein, told the Financial Times. For Sony going all digital for new games released, will it earn more money from every sale at the time when console sales are expected to plummet due to the rising costs? For a first-party PlayStation game such as The Last of Us, Sony will keep around 65% of money from physical copy, with around 30% going to retailer and roughly 5% of manufacturing costs. Meanwhile, for physical copy of third-party games such as Activision published Call of Duty, Sony will now get a license fee around 50%. For downloads, however, the margins are much higher. For first-party games sold via Sony's own PlayStation Store, the company obviously keeps 100% of the revenue. For third-party games such as Call of Duty, meanwhile, Sony keeps a 30% cut. It's roughly $21 for a $70 game. Yep. So, there's not much else to say about this. I think, we just keep on talking about it because it's gonna happen, or it means something serious to me. Again, I'm part of the fucking pieces of shits that went out and bought a disk drive for my PS5 Pro, and I have used that disk drive so many times. My room is a home theater setup, so I take pride in being able to pop in a 4K disc and watching the fuck out of Obsession. Because when that fucking scary ass bocina music hits, fuck, that's called cinema, baby. So it's shit. It's legitimately shit because games don't really take that much to print. Yes, there is some investment there, but it's more than worth it if you're gonna try to preserve your art. And that's all we're fighting for. Because we're not idiots. And we're not dumbasses. And we were born in a generation that adopted this technology. You think technology is your friend? I was born in it. It merely blinded me by the time I was a man. But no, it's just shit, man. It's just so obvious what these people are, what they're trying to do, why they're doing this. And it just comes to show that the thing that we grew up loving, the environment that we created for our enjoyment, has been invaded by blood-sucking fucking wasted wastes of space. Piece of bags, waste of I can't even think about my insults anymore. I have specific insults for specific things, and I'm already blanking out because these people do not deserve their jobs. And I'm tired of pretending that they do. But hey, what are we going to do about that, you know? Because here is Xbox CEO's plan to turn things around. This is by Addy McCooch over at GameSpot.com. While Microsoft itself had just set a record for biggest single-day market cap swing in history, company's Xbox division is struggling. How will the new Xbox CEO Asha Shawarma turn things around? In a memo to staff obtained by The Verge, Shawarma shared the top Xbox priorities for current fiscal year. Beyond these included 4 main buckets: core, content creation, and connection. Some of the efforts include making Minecraft the world's creators' platform, getting Xbox games to become global franchises. She also wants to strengthen the Xbox platform led by console, and undertake an effort to extend the world that fans love. 4 pillars as written for Sharma. Core, strengthen games led by consoles. Grow great games into global franchises. Minecraft, the world's creators platform, extend the worlds that fans love. Xbox revenue decreased by 7% for the latest fiscal year, or about $1.7 billion. It's not uncommon for businesses to have up and down savings, but what's particularly notable here is that most of Microsoft's other divisions are booming. Microsoft's Windows and Devices division dipped too, but not by much, as Xbox. Additionally, every other business unit showed year-over-year revenue gains. Microsoft's biggest success in the past year was its server products and cloud services division, which jumped by $31 billion thanks to part of AI craze. Our business did not grow with our audience. Sharma says in fiscal year, more than 200 million new players came to Xbox, but our business did not grow with our audience. She and Microsoft must close that gap by investing in what players value. She said this will take time, but not that much time, at least for the first stage. Shawarma said that the Xbox is expected to, quote, return to growth by the end of 2027, so by June 30th, 2027, 1 year. In her memo, Shawarma said 28-29 Xbox division move into business producing meaningful player value and revenue acceleration. She also talked about trying to, quote, scale what works. And by 2030, she said Xbox ambition was to be halfway to our long-term daily player goal, with sustained double-digit growth in players and engagement, industry-leading margins. Additionally, Shawarma has said Xbox has already one of the largest stadiums out there, reaching 100 million people daily, 500 million monthly, and nearly 1 billion each year. Shawarma has also spoke about how important console is to Xbox, saying consoles generate majority of Xbox revenue. It remains the foundation of our fandom. Microsoft is working on a new system, Project Helix, and it may be undergoing changes due to AI-related memory and component pressures that are being fueled, in part and ironically, by Microsoft. Also, in the memo, Shawarma talked about moving away from a decentralized model for game development to a system that is far more focused around our strongest franchises, bigger and bigger new ideas. Part of this has included devising 5 studios and refocusing on games like Fallout and Elder Scrolls that have the best chances at succeeding. She adds that Xbox leadership is coming up with long-term plans, coming franchise, blah, 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 specifically, blah, blah, blah. I'm already bored of this. Film projects, Paramount Call of Duty, Soldier gives you a movie in the works, Gear 4 anime TV shows, Microsoft movie and release 27, third season Fallout, Sea of Thieves movie, and total Microsoft a dozen films, TV projects in the works. Earlier this year's Xbox new chief strategy, Matthew Ball, spoke frankly about how Xbox languished in recent years and what comes next. Another way Xbox is trying to get back to growth by cutting staff. The company laid off 1,600 people this month and will part ways with another 1,600 people in the next year. Damn. So all that stuff for this. So, I don't know, man. You tell me. Do we think Xbox is actually going to release a console that is cheaper than the PS6 and can actually run decently? Or are they going to bitch out and they're going to copy Sony's pricing? Over $1,000. Because maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm the dumbass. But I'm fucking tired of these bitches fucking going out there and being like, oh, we need more money. Make the box more expensive. We need more money. No. We're done. We're done. So, get with the program or get the fuck out. Because AMD reportedly plans to raise GPU prices too. This is by Jacqueline Thomas. Just a couple days after AMD introduced a new 4GB graphics card, the company reportedly plans to raise its GPU prices by around 10% due to the ongoing memory crisis at the hands of AI. According to the hardware leaker, AMD has reportedly informed AIB partners that the prices will increase at least 10% starting next month. Just like with the NVIDIA price increases earlier this week, there will be super side prices, which doesn't necessarily mean the entire increase would go pass on to consumers. However, it's extremely likely that there would be third-party graphics cards manufacturers that aren't exactly known for having huge margins. All right. According to the post linked by Harazuke, AMD has been sitting on this price increase for a little while Team Red was supposedly waiting for current inventory to thin out, but it seems like it was also waiting for NVIDIA to announce its price increase. And now, just like fucking Xbox and PlayStation. And now the price increases are expected to position AMD graphics cards at a similar price to competing NVIDIA cards. Right now, the flagship Radeon 9070, that's what I have, will set you back about $700 to $785. I think I got it for like $650 when I picked it up, which is already significantly more than the $500 it launched. Oh wow, there you go. It launched for back in March 2006. Since the graphics card came out, it's always been a better value than the NVIDIA GeForce RTX 5070 Ti, which performs at about the same level, but costs significantly more right now. After these upcoming prices, it's possible the value window closes a bit, especially if the price position is expected to be similar to that of NVIDIA graphics cards and is to be believed. I've reached out to AMD competent for these price increase, and I'll update the story if and when I get to hear from the company. Regardless, just another blow in a year that's been brutal for hardware costs. Valve has already come out this month saying that the prices are only going to get worse. And while Sony will probably avoid a price increase on the PS5 for the rest of the year, that story will likely change when the company runs out of RAM after this fiscal year. So yeah, that's where we're at. You can thank the AI data centers for this bullshit, but that's where we're at. Honestly, that's where we're at. We're at a point where these fucking CEOs, pieces of shits, would rather just fucking buy out every piece of equipment they can get their fucking grubby ass bitch ass hands on. Not to do something great for the community, not to build a fucking amusement park, not to solve war, hunger, not to fucking generate new ideas, new technologies, new electricity, new ways of sharing resources. No. They just want to fucking generate more money. Literally. They just want to fucking create a robot that can calculate ways to create more money. And that has to be the fucking stupidest fucking piece of shit. Because what's it for? Seriously, what's it for? One fucking AI to rule them all? One AI to hack every other AI? What is the fucking point? Nobody fucking asked for this shit. But small ass fucking dumbasses in their ivory towers got fucking jealous of everyone else and got all dick hungry and decided to fucking buy out this bullshit. And this is where we're at. This is the result of unsatiated greed. And it's fucking disgusting because we no longer have a future where people can grow understanding technology, admiring technology, pushing it to its limits from an early age. Now it's all commodities. And if you're not cool enough for the cool kids club, and that's where we'll be. So it is where it is, man. But like, this is seriously fucking ridiculous. Everything around us is seriously fucking ridiculous. And it's all a fucking fat ass orange orangutan's fault. And I'm tired of pretending it's not. Cause that fucking bitch is the one that pushes this. Cause his fucking greed knows no bounds like his fucking waistline. And I'm so fucking tired, man. I'm so fucking tired of living in his universe. Because unsurprisingly, y'all remember tariffs? Yeah, I told you it was his fault. But it's not political. So he can go fuck himself. Unsurprisingly, PlayStation, not you, benefiting from tariff refunds. This is by Darren Bontuyos over at GameSpot.com. United States tariffs may have forced Sony to increase its prices of PlayStation hardware, but the company is now benefiting from those tariffs being refunded. As part of the company's latest earnings report, it noted an increase in operating income can be attributed to the part in tariff refunds. Refunds, it seems, unlikely to pass on to consumers who paid those higher prices. Those refunds were issued earlier this year after the U.S. Supreme Court declared tariffs implemented by fucking bitch-ass, badass bitch Trump to be unlawful. Sony's Q1 earnings covering April through June called out tariff refunds as one of the positive contributors to 37 increase that its game network service business saw. Shortly after tariffs were first implemented, Sony raised the price of its PS5 consoles in August 2025 and again in May 2026. The company has not issued an official statement regarding the potential passing of refunds back to consumers earlier this year. A class action complaint was filed, and plaintiffs are arguing that Sony passed the cost of its price hikes onto consumers, and if the nationwide class suit is successful, Sony would be required to pay an undisclosed sum to anyone who purchased a PlayStation console from August 1st, 2025. So not me. Although Sony has not explicitly said it will not share the tariff refunds for consumers who paid higher prices, we have already seen Nintendo and others retain those refunds for themselves. Sony calling out the positive impact on its operating income also suggests no plan to pass along those refunds. Fuck, man. It's worth noting that Sony has never mentioned the US tariffs as a sole reason for the console price hikes, as a reference pressures in the global economic landscape. As a reason for last price increase, ongoing RAM shortage driven by large-scale investment in AI and data sensors also had been a key factor in console price increases. Manufacturer Microsoft explained that it had to enact another price hike in June because console storage and memory prices had more than doubled and expects another doubling of component prices in 2027, suggesting more price hikes will follow soon. This probably sounds familiar, as a class action lawsuit was filed in 2026 on behalf of Nintendo consumers. Plaintiffs are arguing that Nintendo had an obligation to refund customers who purchased its products following its decision to claim refunds on the tariffs. In a reply, Nintendo disputed the claims that said that customers were never forced to make a purchase. Jesus fucking Christ. I fucking hate these people. Make a purchase that didn't raise the price of it at all. That it didn't raise the price of all its products. Quote, those who bought Nintendo products received exactly what they were bargained and paid for. A console, a game, and accessory at the price of which both parties agreed. End quote, Nintendo. Can somebody just fucking... I'm really sorry right now. But these people without compassion, people who are solely out there to just fucking stuff their faces, do not deserve to be part of this ecosystem. And that is the easiest way I'm willing to say this. I'm seriously at a point when I'm so done with these people that it's pushing me to be something that I'm really not comfortable being. But every day more and more, I lean closer to that point. And that's a dangerous point to be. Not for them. For all of us. But in more news, the ratio of physical to digital game sales increased last quarter. PS5's consoles are slowly creeping toward the 100 million lifetime sales mark, and Sony has broken silence for decision to go all out digital game sales. Fuck you guys. It's bad, man. Every time I think things are like just a little bit okay, I fucking come to realize that this bitch ass fucking dumbass is giving away free money to all the fucking tariffs people. Not the people that paid for the tariffs, but the fucking bitch ass companies that charge the tariffs. In what fucking universe is that okay? And that only goes to show that when the AI bubble fucking pops, bitch ass Trump is gonna bail out those fuckers. And it pisses me the fuck off that this is where we're at. Somebody needs to fucking put a stop in this. And I swear to God, if I was in fucking DC right now, I would do something about it myself. But these fucking pieces of shits don't have a fucking reason to. EI says regulatory approvals for all its Saudi PIF inquisitions have been obtained. Deal should be done next week. And it gets fucking better. Chris Scullion over at BGN. EA confirms September 25 that it's acquired by a group of private investors, including Saudi Arabia's Sovereign Wealth Fund and a devaluing company. I'm so fucking done, dude. I'm done, dude. I'm done. I can't do this anymore. I can't do this anymore. I thought this was gonna be like Muscle Metal's news, but I can't. This is too much, dude. I'm fucking done, dude. I'm fucking done. I can't fucking do this anymore. Borrowed money. It's not even real fucking money. They're just throwing around fucking fake ass credit. Yeah, this is what they do to fucking quote unquote generate fake money. They rack up credit like fucking Sora AI. They fucking rack up credit, and if they owe, let's say, 10,000 in credit, then that means technically their company is worth $10,000. So they leverage that buyout to the company that they're quote unquote making a deal with, even though it doesn't fucking exist. And the other dumbass bitch ass company accepts this deal because they know they'll get something at the other side of it. We're so fucked, dudes. Seriously, we're fucked. It's just done. I'm done, dude. I'm really done. Let's just end on a good note. I can't, dude. I'm done. I'm so fucking done. UK next summer. Game Awards 2026. Your first full length set with live band orchestra and full production. Doom's Identity, Crushing Riffs, Industrial Sis. 2026 Doom. 2016 and 2013. Rip and Terror, BF Division. Good shit. I used to listen to that at the gym so much. It used to be like my super like when you hear the intro to the album of Doom 2026, and it's the voiceover of the guy going like, "In the beginning, there was I." Yeah, whatever. And it goes like, and they call them the Doom Slayer. That was that fucking intro was my gym hype moment. Like I was throwing fucking weights at the wall when that song came out, because it's just so much aggression, and there is so much aggression inside of one, and the reason gym is a necessary thing, a requirement, is because that is realistically the only way I can expel that aggression, that anger, that wellness of rage without hurting people. split from developers, so let's release it to Eternal, blah blah blah. So TLDR. Oh, this is it right here. TLDR, homeboy Gordon is having a fuck you, YouTube. Can you just fucking stop being a bitch for 5 seconds? Not everyone needs to make money on everything. Little old fucking thing. Mick Gordon is hosting a concert in someplace. It's like a live wire. You just feel electricity coming from that. It's fucking good. Interesting. It just moves around a lot. You got to work on that one. TLDR, if you like Doom, if you're interested in the mosh pit and you know, if you feel the rages of hell crawling into your fucking pits of your stomach, then yeah, maybe you need a little bit of more free time. But hey, we do what we do, and I'm here, and I'm still alive. So I guess I gotta do what I gotta do. The big switch up. Let's do that one. All right, let's just bring it back to the other meat. I guess I just bum myself out, you know. It's because I know these things. I genuinely know these things that are happening around us, and I know these things. I feel and I know these things in such a way that I understand completely why this is happening, and it frustrates me to no fucking end that I can see this happen years, days, or whatever before shit goes down, and the universe continues to fucking go barreling down the worst timeline we have. And if I could stand in front of a fucking raging train and stop it from being stupid, I would. I swear to God, I would. but there's nothing to punch back against. And that is my biggest frustration. Where are we? That one. Let's jam. Me. Okay, we'll try this one first. Haha. Hello, hello. Well, I hope you've all learned something fun today. Fun is a very egregious word, but something worth believing in. As in, if you believe that this might come to pass, or if you believe that you could do something about the shit that we're going through. I'll give you one. Zenless Zone Zero has that spending event, right? And so I know for a fact that no matter where I buy those polychromes from, someone's gonna take a profit out of that. So my choice over this weekend was to drop $150 through the PlayStation Network and give them that 30%, which would be about, what is that, by 30 bucks. 30% of 35. Oh man, I don't want to do math right now. Divided by 35. 50? Oh yeah. Yeah, it is 50. But around 50 bucks. No, yeah, around 50 bucks. That doesn't matter. Math. And the choice was to do that with PlayStation or to use it on the Epic store, which again isn't. Again. Look at the fucking world that we live in. Two shitty choices between a rock and a hard place. Give money to Epic or give money to PlayStation. And I chose to give it to Epic. Because as of right now, I do not want to do anything to support that bitch ass company. And if anyone has a right to say that, it's me. So, you can go fuck yourselves. I will spend more money on Zenless, but that's just not going to PlayStation. That's the world that we live in. Bueno, regardless. Still got shit to do. Still got places to be. Will he see Spider-Man today? Fudge if I know. There was a second movie I was looking at. Oh, I remember what it's called. I'll think about it. But hey, let's have some fun. Because I get tired too, you know? Yep. Fucking commercial. Oh, you bitch ass fucking YouTube fucking cunt nugger. How do you like it? Doesn't have a color. Do you need talk with your eyes? It makes me weep. Sarah, Solid, and Rachel, and Sadie, and all of them went out of town. And Daniel, and Andrew, and Justin, and JT all wanna see me go down. Float away. Her hand touches my face. It's blood sugar, that's my name. I've fallen into. What do you think of when you close? What do you dream? those eyes close. Easy and content, the music tonight, and it feels like our spirits will drown. With your consent, we can run out of breath as we watch our souls pull around. I'm falling her cues. She leads me to the place. So the people and the blues. What a crazy game to play. Upstairs we're face to face while the distant music plays. Blood sugar, that's my name. Don't let me float up. Don't let me float away. I know. Yeah, man. They don't have songs. Oh, they don't have karaoke's. All right, let's take it back. That was the last one of those. I hope it works out. I also hope those guys don't get salty and copyrighted me, because if you guys were that popular, you would have K karaoke songs already. You know what I mean? So I'm just trying my best to have fun with YouTube. In case someone comes around and starts freaking copywriting this shit. Demo. Vámonos. I think this one might be messed up. Those in.
When
You fucking kidding me? God damn it, bitches, fucking YouTube. I don't know, man. I just everything is so fucking like greedy, man. I just fuck, man. YouTube wasn't this fucking much of a little bitch when it came to the ads, man. It's just so fucking greedy these days. Days and 49. I wait for a girl like you to come and save my life. All the days I've waited for you. You're the one who said I'd never find someone like you. You were out of my league. All the things that make me. You were more than just a dream. You are out of my league. Got my heart rate beating. Yeah, if I die, don't wake me, 'cause you are more than just a dream. Time I pinch myself, and my girl mistakes me for somebody else. Every time she takes my hand, and all the wonders that remain become a simple fact. You were out of my league. All the things I believe, you were just the right kind. Yeah, you were more than just a dream. You are out of my league. Got my heartbeat racing. If I die, please don't wake me, 'cause you are more than just a dream. Out of my league, all the things I believe, you were just the right kind. Yeah, you were more than just a dream. You are out of my league, got my heartbeat racing. If I die, please don't, cause I'm more than just a dream. More than just a dream. More than just a dream.
Elevate your scent game.
Vete a la verga, tu puto fregada, mojos. Fuck you, bitch. Fucking YouTube and your little bitch asses. Hey. Another song with other karaoke.
If I saw you in the morning,
Then I'd walk around the dark side of a friendly conversation on the moon. But I don't want you in the morning. Take a piece of what you came for and be careful on the door out on the way. What I would have to say, it's evident that this won't ever work in time. I wanna lose my mind. I don't wanna wait around for all I hope. I really got to go. I don't wanna stop, 'cause she takes all my money. She never remembers to go. She still leaves me breathless. I'll be the first to let her know. Heaven is just simple
daylight. It's been
shining on your altar of a sermon on a Sunday afternoon. At 7 men to go. It's awful that I know the worst touch the times. I wanna lose my mind, and I don't wanna wait around for all I hope. I really got to go, but I don't wanna stop. She takes all my money. She never remembers to go. She still leaves me breathless. Yes, I'll be the first to let her know. Oh, she still leaves me breathless. 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 Bit jazz commercials. And that's it. That's it. We did 7 songs today. Good job. uh there- there's like 2 seconds of me. Two seconds of me today before this all happened was like, well, what if I just play music and I don't do the news today? And I was like, I didn't think like it was gonna be that important, quote unquote, today. I thought things were like not blowing up and all that, or at least it was all things that we already knew, quote unquote. And then just going through the news just fucking put me in a deeper hole. and yeah, it's by the time we got to the end of it, I was like, I should have just fucking played music or done the karaoke thing or whatever. But regardless, hey, that was fun. And I hope you had fun. Um, oh, fun being subjective. The fun parts were fun. Everything else, just another Tuesday. But something has to change. And usually, by the time I have to say that, it's because big things are changing in a way that's not good for us. So, wherever this universe decides to take us, wherever we end up in our future, let's just pray that somewhere we want to be. At least that's what I wake up thinking. So hey, if you like that, if you like this, then hit that like. And I'll be back next week with more depression and a lot more enthusiasm. The same amount of enthusiasm. How about that? But hey, it's been your boy. Call me Saw Stitch. To EXP. Wishing you a buenos dias, buenos mañanas, and an awesome happy August. That's right. We're almost done with the year. Fall season is among us. Get ready. Until then, thanks for watching. Yeah. Bye. Now, why did I know that it was going to be a little bitch? Now, why did I know? Can't even have a little surprise without your fucking bitch ass commercials, YouTube. I hope somebody gets a heart attack. Every day feel myself becoming more and more like light Yagami. Jesus Christ. Vámonos. Last one. Me back, gravity's holding me back. I want to hold out the palm of your hands. Why don't we leave it at that? Nothing to say, everything gets in my way. Seems like you cannot be replaced, and I'm the one who stays. In this world, it's just us. No, it's not the same as it was. In this world, it's just us. No, it's not the same as it was. As it was. As it was. No, it's not the same as. Answer the phone. Stitchy, you're no good alone. Why are you sitting at home on the floor? Ringing the bell, nobody's coming to help. Your daddy lives by himself, and he wants to know. In this world, it's just us. You know it's not the same as it was. In this world, it's just us. No, it's not the same as it was. As it was. As it was. You know it's not the same. Go home, get a red line with the internet. Don't wanna talk about the way it was. Leave America to kids, follow her. I don't wanna talk who's doing it first. As it was, as it was. Been saving that for a long time. Love you. Take care.